Well, what we're putting out is a consultation paper together with a draft bill. This is something that we've been working with the Bar Council on for some time, and we've issued a joint consultation paper on this issue. What we're doing is essentially modernising and updating regulation of the legal profession, which essentially hasn't been done for about 50 years. By default, we have the rules and procedures that apply to barristers and solicitors in the UK. But in Gibraltar, we have a fused profession. So we felt that, and the Bar Council felt, that the current regime doesn't quite fit in with the needs of the modern profession in Gibraltar, particularly because it's a fused profession. There are also some other things that we're doing with this piece of legislation. We're bringing in other professionals, not just barristers and solicitors, as part of the fused legal profession. This is going to apply to law draftsmen, it's going to apply to law costs draftsmen, to government lawyers, and also to legal executives, as well as to in-house counsel that work in companies that currently are not caught by the, in particular, the disciplinary regime and the regulatory regime that currently exists.
Why does the legal profession require regulation?
I think it's important for any profession to have an element of regulation. It is what sets standards. It is what sets really the professional body, and so that you can call yourself a profession. We've had standards, we've had discipline regulations, we've had a code of conduct which has applied in the UK, but we really need to modernise and update that and make it proper for the legal profession in Gibraltar. It's something that any professional wants to do. Why it's important is particularly for two reasons. One is because the professional should make sure that they apply certain standards, and therefore that those that are not prepared to apply certain standards, there are provisions to cater for those and to deal with those, either in disciplinary measures or ultimately with suspension or some other sanction. So that's important for the good name of the profession. And the other aspect is protection of consumers. Once you've got a regulated profession, it happens the same with financial services, through the Financial Services Commission. It's all about protecting consumers and making sure that consumers that are receiving a service receive really the best standard that is available from the service providers, and that you can do with a properly regulated profession.
So this goes out to consultation. Now tell us what sort of feedback you're expecting and what timeline you're looking at before this bill actually makes it to Parliament.
Well, we're opening up for consultation. We appreciate that it's the summer months and we're giving a bit more time than we would otherwise would. We're giving until just about the second week in September for people to provide their comments. I would expect most of the comments to come from the legal profession itself and from people that are going to be subject to this regime. I've mentioned in-house counsel, people who are qualified lawyers and who work in companies, for example, gaming companies, legal executives already working in chambers and in firms in Gibraltar are going to be affected. So I would expect mostly the people that are going to be affected, but it's open for general consultation. It's not that we've only put it out for consultation within the profession. It's open to general consultation. We hopefully expect as much feedback as possible so that we can build that in to the final form of the bill, so we can then carry on with the process of legislating, and hopefully during the course of the rest of the year we'll put that in place.